So I finally got back on the Rocket for the second part of the test 6 months after the first time I did it, because who knew the country was going into lockdown. Guess what, we're back in lockdown again. I've got to be honest, empty roads kind of suit this bike, because a few things about it. Although the weather's nicer than when I first tested it, one or two things haven't changed. It's brutal. What I thought the first time I rode the bike stands. It is absolutely linear in terms of the way it gathers speed. In fact, I don't know why you'd want an electric motorcycle when you could have a Rocket, because leave this and sit, wind the throttle open, and it's like taking off an aircraft carrier. What's amazing about this bike is it doesn't, when you're riding it, feel nearly as big as you know it is. Like 2.5 litres of motorcycle, that's got the same size engine as my classic motorhome. It's massive, but actually, do you know what? It's a proper motorcycle. Handles well, beautiful gear change, good riding position. If you own one, you're going to want some sort of a bikini fairing, because when you wind that twist grip back, it tries to peel you back off the bike. It's lucky there's a hump in the seat here, otherwise I'd have disappeared off on the A45 on the way here. Back at Classic Performance Engineering, and in a way, I feel like this is the natural home for the bike. If I could, I'd sneak out onto the test track and see what she's worth in terms of lap times, because sure, this ain't supposed to be a sports bike. It's not really a touring bike either. It's definitely a posing bike. Everybody looks at everywhere you go. I mean, look at that rear rubber. Yeah, I've got more rear tyre on here than our racing Bentley has. And that's a proper race car. But great brakes, great detailing, great looking machine all round. But actually it works really well as a motorcycle. It's fantastic fun to drive. Very comfortable, sounds great, handles well. I then ask how much fuel it's sipping, because the one thing that I guarantee is when you ride a Rocket 3, you will be rinsing it whenever you can. Why? Because it's one of life's great experiences. Winding that throttle open and just feeling the torque hit. It's thoroughly intoxicating and addictive. I think you get the picture. Yeah, I do like it. Is it expensive? Yes, but I don't think any Triumph has ever been better detailed than this one. And it may well be this is a real sign of where Triumph are going as a brand going forward, because I'll tell you what this reminds me of when I first rode a Ducati Diavol all those years ago. It's kind of a bike that appeals to people who are not hardcore bikers, and that's rare in the world of motorcycling. So I'm going to stick a camera on my helmet for the ride back. But it's great to have a chance to be reacquainted with the bike on a day when it's not blind as whatever it was last time I rode it, and the tyres are working. It's fun, it's fast, it's swift, and it's a quantum leap forward compared to the original Rocket 3, which I wasn't really enamoured with. I know the owners like it, so they'll forgive me. And there's actually a danger that a Rocket 3 owner might not like everything about this bike, because it's, I don't know how to explain this, but it's a much younger bike than the original Rocket 3. Would I own one? Do you know, I potentially would. I had a Harley for a long time, and this is, I don't know, it's a Harley on steroids plus with all the finesse and smoothness of a modern motorcycle, I guess. It's a triumph for the brand.